Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Vizzy. Welcome back to the channel. This is the channel where tech is not everything, it's the only way. So today we're taking a deep dive into the Sony a7 IV 3 years after its release. So I've been using this camera extensively. Let's find out how it holds up after all this time. If you're considering buying this camera for your photography or videography needs, guess what? You might want to sit down for this one. So yo, let's talk about it. So released back in 2021, the Sony a7 IV to me and everybody else was a game changer in the full frame mirrorless market. It came with impressive specs like 33 megapixel sensor, 4K up to 60 video capabilities, and advanced autofocus system. It brought waves like its previous predecessor, the Sony a7 Mark III, with improvements on a lot of new features. The real question is how these features stand the test of time. Starting off with build quality, the Sony a7 Mark IV is just as robust as day one. You know, despite years of use with countless outdoor shoots where the ceiling has really protected from dust, moisture, and even rain, because sometimes I got myself caught up into the rain. And also it has a really solid grip when you put your finger on it. I think it's just the right size grip that it has for the battery that it used. In terms of image quality, the Sony a7 Mark IV still is impressive. The 33 megapixel sensor offers fantastic resolution and dynamic range. With this camera, I've shoot everything from low light landscape to bright sunny weddings, and the results are consistently good. All the colors are vibrant. The raw files out of here gives you plenty of room to post-process. 33 megapixel is enough. Before I have two Sony a7 IV. So before I have the Sony a7 IV, which is this, and I have the Sony a7R4A, and I trade that for another Sony a7 IV body. I wanted to match my camera up with the same colors. I just love that. The Sony a7 Mark IV has been a reliable companion for myself and a lot of creators. You know, the 4K 60 footage is crispy thanks to new Sony color science. Before it was trash, but now the improvements is they've made a lot of improvements. The output is professionally great. I think the 4K is 6K downsampled to 4K. To me, it's more sharper and more defined, or should I say it's more refined with the images, even compared to some like the Sony FX30. I actually get better video quality out of here, but I do like the image coming out of the FX30, which I'm recording my A-roll with right now. The in-body stabilization, I've been able to shoot handheld in many situations where other cameras might struggle. One area where the Sony a7 Mark IV truly shines even after 3 years is autofocus. The eye autofocus is still among the best, and I can say it with my chest, on the market right now. Locking onto subjects quickly and accurately. You know, whether I'm shooting fast moving sports or a portrait session, the autofocus rarely miss a beat. I rarely miss anything. Any movements is catchy based on my shutter speed, but the autofocus is always keeping up with my shutter speed. You know, especially when it comes to wedding reception. You know, people tend to dance their shoes off, and I'm able to catch all of that. Plus, again, with Sony constantly updating these cameras, adding new features, you know, making it more relevant as the market change. Battery life has been more than adequate on this device here, but more intense video use, you might want to have a couple of extra batteries on hand. When I'm doing stills, I always have battery grip, which I got on right here. My battery grip are Sony, and plus they work with my a7S III. When it comes to video, I always equip a few V-mount batteries attached to my gimbal, you know, and to add to that, the connectivity options like Wi-Fi, Bluetooth have made it way easier to transfer images on the go, you know, which has been invaluable for quick edits. I just use the Image Edge app, now call it the Creators app, which is more intuitive and quicker. I just feel like I'm walking around with a polarizer with a printer. You know, while there are newer models on the market now, like the Sony a7R5, the Sony a7C, Sony released a plethora of cameras every year. Sony a7 IV still holds it down, especially considering the price drop since release. You can get it for a little bit below what it is. It's a solid choice for those who don't necessarily need the latest and the greatest, but want a camera that delivers professional results. I said I'm not gonna make this a long video because it's just like a 3-year catch up, 3.5 going. It's still going. This does all my gigs. To wrap the Sony a7 Mark IV up, you know, it has been a fantastic part of my gear for the past 3 years. You know, it's versatile, reliable, still competitive in today's market. If you're looking for a camera that do it all, so to speak, the Sony a7 Mark IV deserve your consideration, and I think this camera fits right into that saying. Jack of all trade, master of none. You know, again, thanks for watching. If you found this review helpful, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, share for more content like this. Drop your question or your experience with the Sony a7 IV, what it's been like, how long you have it for. So until next time, I'll see you in the next video. It's your boy Vizzy. We out.